Okay, Leah, this is the stoichiometry flowchart that I sent you earlier today. um, there's not multiple parts to the flowchart. The thing about these flowcharts is they're easy to read because they're numbered and they also have some labels as you go along. So one thing about the flowchart is it's divided into two parts, the A side and then we have the B side over here. You're always going to start with the A side. If you look, this is A, this will be A, this will be A, and you see moles of A right here. And then this is the B side, B, 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 and B right here. We're really we're really only gonna use the top part. In other words, we're gonna use this part right here. We're gonna use this part right here, this part right here, this, this, and this. That's the hardest kind of stoichiometry problem that we can solve. So for today, what I'm going to do is just show you how to solve a mole to mole problem, and that's from number 2 to number 3. And if you look in the middle, we have something called a mole ratio. The moles of B, which is what you're trying to find, and the A is what you already know. Okay, and we're trying to find over on the left side, on the right side, what we know on the left side. So let me try to go to a problem here. And let's see where to go. Stoic, nope, Stoic review. I'm going to go to what's an old Stoic review right here, stoichiometry review. And I'm going to erase this because um, this is easy to do, and I want to show you from scratch. Um, here's the question, and here's what you need to do. First of all, let's read. How many moles of bromine would be produced if 4.9 moles of aluminum chloride were formed? So we want to label. We want to label uh, the problem A and B. A is what we know, and B is what we're trying to find. So if we label that in the problem and on the um, equation, then we can solve the problem a lot easier. Remember that these numbers right here tell you the number of moles of each substance. The coefficients, okay, tell you the number of moles, okay, of each substance. All right, that's important. And I'll show you why when it gets down to what's called a mole ratio. All right, so here we go. We have to have a balanced equation. This is a balanced equation. So let's label this. This is what we're trying to find. How many moles of bromine? So we're going to label that B. What's also good for you to do is put that B right over there. That's going to help you. And they've given us, and what we know is 4.9 moles of aluminum chloride, and that's right here, and that's my A. It doesn't matter where it goes. I mean, it matters where it goes in the equation, but there's not a sequence, a special sequence, okay? All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to set up our problem. This is a mole to mole problem. This is very, very easy. And I'm going to show you that we're going to do this from our flow chart. We're going to start from number 2. I'm going to clear this out. I'm going to start from number 2. Whoops. And we're going to end up at number 3. And the only thing we have to do is this right here. Okay? And I'll show you how that works. And then we'll continue with another video tomorrow after I show you how to solve this problem. Okay, so we start with the moles of A, okay, and we have the moles of, we're going to the moles of B, all right? And so, all right, so I'm going to label this side A, I'm going to label this side B. My B is, we're trying to find moles of bromine, okay? That's what we're trying to find. My A is that, so we're going to list that over here, 4.9 moles of aluminum chloride, okay? So now, the only thing we have to do is that mole ratio that I talked about. And going back to that flow chart, the mole ratio is the moles of B divided by the moles of A. So let's look at that. And here we go back to the review. So here's B The moles of B happens to be the coefficient, which is 3. So what you're going to do, the moles of B is going to go on top. I'm just labeling it right here, okay? 3 moles will go on top. And your A is this right here. And so we're going to put 2 on the bottom. I'm going to put moles of A right here, just so we know. And we're going to put 2 moles on the bottom. Now, the only thing we have to do is multiply and divide. So what ends up being is 4.9 times 3 and then divided by 2, okay? And whatever that answer happens to be, I don't have a calculator on me handy, but that's a simple mole to mole problem. And all mole to mole problems are that way. The moles of B over the moles of A, and then what you're trying to find way over there, and what you're starting with, oops, right here, okay? I hope this helps you with the mole to mole. I'll send you some mole to mole practice tomorrow, and then I'll also send you a mole to mass set too, and then I'll send you another video on that too, okay? All right, hope this works out for you.